Well, hello there and welcome back to a brand new video where today's video, guys, I thought I would do something a little bit different. So obviously last week was the announcement of Rugby 24 and it's something which we're all excited about because it's Big Ant Studios kind of first time developing the game, and I'm very excited for this because obviously they've made Rugby League before and a lot of people were very happy with their Rugby League series, and obviously they haven't made a game since. But like I said, they are making AFL, which I think is the Australian Football League, and that's coming out in a few weeks' time, and I'm hoping I can get my hands on a copy. And that'd be really, really cool to do a video on the channel. Anyway, I thought I would kind of go through the replies on Twitter in terms of what the community is kind of thinking, what they're kind of saying about the announcement of Rugby 24. And if you guys want me to do a video on their Facebook page in terms of all the feedback over there, because Facebook is kind of bigger for them in terms of their social media platform and their outreach and all that stuff. So let me know in the comments if you guys also want to see me do one on Facebook. But let me know in the comments as well what you guys are feeling. Are you excited? What do you guys want to see? Please let me know because I'm really curious, and I'll probably do a video as well on the comments as well. But anywho, let's head over to Twitter and let's take a look. Right, so it's March 9th, obviously, when the trailer came out. It's March 16th for me recording this. So, we've got a decent amount of replies, and I thought we would kind of go through them all and kind of like, you guys can hear my opinion, but also, you guys can let me know your thoughts as well. So if we scroll down, obviously the first things first is shout out to Bears Gamer, another fellow rugby YouTuber. But the first things we kind of see straight away is someone saying congratulations to Big Ant Studios. In Big Ant Studios we trust. I mean, fair play. It's very exciting for that. Someone also said just make a rugby league game. Come on. 6 people like that comment. So, it's kind of maybe some of the rugby league fans may be a little bit hurt, maybe thinking, "Hey, man, like, why are you not making any more rugby? What's the pause? What's the delay on rugby league? Come on." So that's pretty interesting. Someone says here, there's a sizable community waiting for a good rugby game. Gameplay is probably the hardest challenge to overcome. Yet focus on a proper career mode, possibility of customized rosters, teams and competitions. Work hard and good luck. Now, obviously, there is a community, right? There's obviously rugby as a whole. I mean, it's, I would say over the years, rugby's probably plateaued, in terms of viewership. I mean, obviously, obviously I'm a Saracens fan, I'm a Saracens season ticket holder, and whenever I go to Saracens matches, we don't sell out all the time. Like Saracens is considered a very big club, where you obviously have a lot of internationals, and we don't always get the crowds we probably want. Whereas a few years ago we did, and I don't know, due to the pandemic and everything else like that, if there's been, but also cost of living, right? Things are a lot more expensive these days. But I don't see, I don't look at rugby and go, oh my goodness, like it's really grown. So I'm curious if you guys play rugby or like your local rugby teams, do you see an improvement there in terms of, like not the capacity, but like the viewership? Like, do you see, because, if you've watched F1, like I'm a big fan of F1, like F1 over the years has just gone through the roof. And I think F1 might get to a point where we're all plateau, but obviously due to the help of Netflix and all that stuff, it's really helped develop the viewership for F1. Rugby, on the other hand, I kind of feel like it's kind of a bit stale at the moment, but I think there is, there's always been a demand for a very good rugby game. A lot of people have been asking for EA, but obviously EA been out of the picture since 2008. So, I think Nacon have done a great job. I feel like the game is getting better and better. But obviously bearing in mind, guys, like a rugby game is not going to have the same budget as like FIFA, So sometimes we're expecting FIFA level, like quality gameplay and everything, but in reality, they don't have the same budget, right? So we do have to kind of, comprehend and compromise in terms of what we have and what we don't have. But saying that, over the years, I do feel like the game has got better. Like, if you look at Rugby 15 to Rugby 22, it's kind of a big difference. So, I am excited for Rugby 24. Obviously, Big Ant Studios, different developer. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited for this. So, moving on. Someone says here, please tell me that every Rugby World Cup team is licensed. If not, don't bother. Someone said, of course it is. It's an official Rugby World Cup game. Why would I not have that? Because someone says here, because it's happened pretty much every time there's been a World Cup video game, blah, blah, blah. And the guy's kind of having a go at him. But I do think that every team is going to be licensed, which is exciting. Someone's saying, but not the Premiership. Surely their rights can't be hard to get with no rival game. So obviously what he's talking about here is obviously Rugby Challenge 4, right? So Rugby Challenge in general is more focused on the Southern Hemisphere. So the Premiership isn't necessarily like a big thing because obviously the Rugby 22 series, Rugby 24, Rugby 18, games developed by the French publisher is all been about European, right? Whereas Rugby Challenge is kind of obviously with, who is it? It's Which, isn't it? Which is the people, and it's someone else who I probably will remember at some point. Just kind of, escape my mind right now. But the guys over with Rugby Challenge 4, like I said, it's more focused on Southern Hemisphere, right? So that's where they focus more on like the New Zealand Cup and all the teams in New Zealand and Australia. But yeah, it's, because Rugby 22 didn't have the Premiership. It didn't, but Rugby Challenge did. And I think maybe Rugby Challenge still has the licensing. Am I correct in saying that? I think Rugby Challenge 4 did have or still has the licensing. Because when we play Be a Pro, it says you can play as Saracens. Whereas in Rugby 22, it's like North London or London Club or whatever it is. Anywho, I'm hoping it will be one day. But anywho, once I said really excited, but hoping to hear more leagues. Yeah, there's no like the US MLR, but maybe there could be a DLC. I don't know. I think there was talks about Rugby 24 having the MLR at some point. I think it'd be really exciting if they do. Someone obviously talking about the Premiership. Someone said, to be honest, I had Rugby 22 and 21. They played 1998 games. Someone said I gave up to Rugby Challenge 2. They've gone backwards since Rugby 08. Someone said it's not about it being difficult to get. It's about how much they value their licenses and what they want to get them for. They really overvalue themselves. They're desperate for the cash, and I think studios can't justify it, which is probably true, right? The English game, a lot of teams have gone bankrupt, so they're probably asking for a lot of money, and it's probably not a lot of gain realistically. So the return of investment is probably not there. Some of them are saying, let's get the MLR in the game. We love video games in the US and Canada. It'd be amazing to be able to play as the Saber Cats. Let's make it happen. It would be nice. It would be nice to see. Squid Rugby says hype. What else? I mean, someone says here, cannot wait to do some coverage on the game. 6 months ago before release, no proper teaser with images of the game. Let's be honest, I'm not confident. I mean, hey, this is the first teaser, and typically it's always a very short trailer. With most games, a teaser or the beginning is always very small, but I'm sure there will be a teaser and all that stuff soon to come. People are saying, please, Premiership Rugby, come on board. We need the official Six Nations. I agree. That'd be pretty cool to have, we've never had the Six Nations at all, or any type of format, which I guess for me, I've always been interested in, I wish we were able to create our own tournaments in like the rugby series, because I think that would be such a game changer in terms of content, but also at the same time allowing people to have that customization in terms of what they want to do. What else? Someone says, guys, seriously now, is this going to be worth the effort? Who would you get to sponsor Rockstar EA? Someone said you've got the Nintendo Switch, which is true. It's not on the Switch yet. Premiership and Super Rugby. Then we have ourselves a winner, which is true. Obviously, Rugby Challenge have those rights right now. What else? Someone says, please have an edit player option. I think that'd be pretty cool feature to have. To be able to edit players, if a team isn't licensed, kind of edit teams, kind of have like the game hub or the squad hub. Is it called the squad hub in Rugby Challenge? Maybe having something similar to that. I think pretty cool. Some people are a little bit concerned about there's no Premiership. Some people are saying squad management was terrible in the last game. Pick a side, choose your bench, then turn off the game and everything goes back to the bat. Yeah. That's kind of true, and obviously had 10 favorites here or 10 likes. Someone said this game is made by different developers. These guys make the rugby league games, so hopefully much better. And I think so. I genuinely think Big Ant Studios is onto something. Someone says here, can't wait to buy this, be massively disappointed, and put it back in the box with all the other rugby games that have been bought that haven't. Wow. So some people like that comment. A lot of people wasn't super happy. Someone's like Big Ant Studios. Yep, that's correct. Big Ant Studios are developing the game. And I think that's pretty much it from the Twitter side of things. I thought I'd do one of these videos. Let me know if you guys want me, like I said, want me to do a Facebook video, if you guys want me to do maybe another video. But let me know, what are your thoughts about this? I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to do content. I'm excited to see where we go. But no, overall, I'm looking forward to Rugby 24. But anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, then be sure to give it a massive thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, you know what's regarding this. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and as always in my next video, adios, chaps, boom. She's a